In a somewhat surprising move, Fox News' Jesse Waters actually took a jab at Donald Trump before being warned by a co-host that he should probably avoid doing that. Take a look.
I'm not giving Trump credit for this. I'm giving Fox credit. We covered this story for a week, and he watched it for a week, and then he basically, hit the winning shot. Okay, Mr. President, nice job, but come on, it was all us. All right, but think about the powerful combination of Fox and Trump. It's the biggest 1-2 punch the world's ever seen, and I think we should start exploiting it for our personal benefit.
Couple of things, Jesse. Just a career advice: you got to go easy on Trump. You're a little too tough on him right there. I think just back off.
Did I go to a 9?
Right? Yeah, you did.
That's why I amended it to a layup.
9.8, and I just don't want you to plummet any further.
It's a great show. I can see why so many people watch it every day. But anyway, so look, obviously both Jesse Waters and Kilmeade are being lighthearted or whatever about Jesse Waters claiming Fox deserves all the credit for Cracker Barrel changing its logo or something. But like they can joke. Everything is a joke. I mean, these are incredibly wealthy people distracting the masses so the billionaires can loot the nation. Nothing's too serious for these people. That said, I kind of agree with Jesse Waters that it wasn't so much Trump as Fox News. Fox News, I think, deserves the credit because when they saw that Cracker Barrel had changed their logo, they understood what a critical opportunity this was to do hours and hours of breathless coverage of it so that they don't have to talk about Jeffrey Epstein. And they jumped into that. And oh boy, did they not talk about Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell a ton. They did more work to cover that up than even Donald Trump himself. And I think they deserve the credit for it. But anyway, I also think Kilmeade is right in his joking advice to Jesse Waters that like, even if you're joshing him, maybe don't be too mean to Trump because he takes that really seriously. I will remind you when the Jeffrey Epstein thing initially blew up and everyone was like, hey, why are you covering up for a sex predator? He disavowed his supporters saying, I don't want their support anymore. I mean, this dude will throw you under the bus if you criticize him. But on the Cracker Barrel thing, it is kind of true that like they covered it a bunch because it's the exact sort of just culture war nonsense that they fill their airwaves with. They seem to believe that there's no actual problems facing the American people, so graphic design can be number one. And they even did their job of making everything into a political thing. The rebrand wasn't just, what we always see, which is corporate rebrands take sort of the soul out of it and make it sort of basic and bleh. It's not that. No, it's woke. It's somehow a race thing or something that Cracker Barrel changed their logo, and they successfully convinced millions of elderly conservatives that that was the case. And then Donald Trump swooped in. And look, would they have switched the logo back if it was just Fox? Maybe not, but I think there was probably a good chance. And so I do think that they deserve some of the credit. But that said, Donald Trump really is jumping into this thing, not only with the message he sent out. We can bring up graphic 2, you'll see him talking about what Cracker Barrel should do, but now he's using it like for everything. Like he posted this, it says America first, oil barrel, America is back. And I have been thinking about that meme for like 24 hours and I don't understand what it means. America's back, like, what's the oil? Are we drilling? We already were producing more oil than any country ever had before he became president. How much more oil could we possibly? Or is he implying that they're going to be using more actual crude oil in the food at Cracker Barrel? I'm confused. I don't understand it. But anyway, yeah, no, they've got their old logo back, which I think is probably a good business decision. I just think it's really sad that this has to be filtered through the culture war thing like everything else does. And for some reason, Fox viewers like it. They want everything to be a partisan battle. They want everything to be woke versus anti-woke. And I know this is gonna sound weird from a guy who literally hosts a political show, but like, I don't want everything in my life to be about politics. I really like The Last Jedi. Some people don't. I am perfectly willing to just discuss character and script. I don't need to make it a political thing. Why would you live your life that way? I'll never understand it.